because our friends had the same thing, but his own being in the body while urinating, blood and all used to be in his pee and semen. Weak and tired every day, no appetite, feel like throwing out all the times, and it was prostate cancer. So please go do your checkup, John.
I will try to go to the hospital tomorrow. I have been treating myself with some pills at home.
My sister, thank God you are here, yeah? Please help me to John so he can find better hospital to go do his checkup.
I'm not well too lately. A fever is taking me to the hospital. I can't eat well. I'm losing weight. Having too much stomach pain. And my stomach is getting big. I'm always tired. My eyes and skin getting yellow. I always feel like vomiting and my skin can itch. I can get fever. I mean weak and tired all the time.
Flomo, you need to stop drinking and smoking and eat good food, John. You and Flomo have to go and see the doctor because Flomo look like he get different problem. Maybe your liver get problem, but the doctor will check you more at the hospital.
Listen, you. The way I see you and the way you talking is that you have prostate problem. In Liberia today, prostate cancer is plenty with Liberian maiden, especially from 40 years up are faced with this problem. About 1,600 people die from different cancer sicknesses every year. And about 300 men die from prostate cancer every year in Liberia.
But what about liver cancer? Plenty making that also?
Liver cancer is also plenty in Liberia. Do you know over 400 men die every year in Liberia?
So people dying just like that. Then we finish all.
No, you're not finished. Plenty people die because they go late to the hospital. But don't worry, you're not even clear if you have prostate cancer or not. Now the hospital will tell us, John, why you have again? The way you're going to the hospital is all right.
But what causes these sicknesses?
Good question. Some men them over 40 years can start developing prostate cancer small, just maybe from family history. Eating too much fish, rare meat, and not exercising. All these things can help cause prostate cancer. Remember, this sickness is common for black men. For the liver cancer, most men have liver cancer than women. Sometimes it comes from other sicknesses like hepatitis B or C, chronic infection, too much alcohol, overweight, bad food, and smoking.
How can we protect ourselves now?
Yeah, my brother. For both prostate and liver cancer, any men when you are around 40 years or above, please go for regular medical checkup and ask to do your cancer prostate test. Call PSA. Take hepatitis B vaccine and give to your children also. Avoid too much alcohol. Eat clean and healthy food like vegetables, fruits. Please reduce the red meat and the grease. Practice safe sex. Do more exercise. Avoid smoking as well. Know your family history. If your pa or your mother get any of these sickness I'm talking about, please be careful around them.
But people say cancer means death,
No, mommy. Why don't you say when you go to the hospital soon, they can help give you some medicine. Sometimes do surgery if needed. That will keep you going for a longer time. Even cure it completely. The problem is not cancer. The problem is coming late to the hospital.
My sister Sarah, thank you so much for the good education. Straight to the hospital. I want to live long.
You know, Brother John, I told him, no. Before I go to the hospital, I need today, go to the hospital.
Hey, my people, don't sit down and wait till be like John and Flomo. Take that one step and visit the hospital. Whenever you are feeling or seeing the things like Flomo and John were feeling and seeing, hundreds of people are dying every year. But you can be safe.
Check early, prevent cancer, save your life. We can all together cancer.
This message is brought to you by the Liberian Cancer Society in partnership with Orange Foundation.
Good afternoon. Wherever you are following our broadcast, this is Freedom 87.9, and we are the intersection of Curie and Clear in Monrovia. You already know who I'm right? I go by the name DJ Hero. And trust me, no problem for this hero. I'm here on another edition of the Orange Hour. And today we are playing host to the folks from Orange Foundation. There are a lot of things happening at Orange. Every day we talk something new about Orange Liberia, but today we want to dive into the environmental sector of our country. And like I said earlier on, Orange is not just a GSM company. Orange is into a lot of other things that are helpful to our people. June 5 will be World Environment Day, June 5, 2026. And so to discuss this day, we are here with them from Orange Foundation. We're going to be talking a lot, but quickly, let them introduce themselves and we get it started. Good afternoon, Chief. How are you?
Well, I'm okay.
Okay, please tell us your name and what role you play at the Orange Foundation.
Uh, I guess today is going to be different from the usual Orange program.
Mm-hmm.
We are from the EPA, and I'm Momo Arokumara. I
Okay,
serve as Environmental Education Officer, and I'm in the Department of Infrastructure, responsible for awareness of the
okay. You're from EPA, you're not from Orange. Okay, let's hear you, Chief.
Okay, my name is Moses Massa.
Okay,
I'm actually the executive director for Champions for Nature Conservation. But here, I represent all NGOs in the environmental sector. I'll be speaking here as a representative from the NGO over there.
okay. Let's hear you, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Please get closer to the microphone.
Good afternoon. I am Ms. Tanama Mkoma. I serve as Assistant Director in charge of Outreach and Training Unit from the Department of Infrastructural Coordination. So basically, responsible to carry on awareness in schools, communities, and the environment.
Are you from Orange?
From EPA, the Environmental
Oh, okay.
Protection Agency.
Okay,
So this
so
program is being sponsored by
Orange.
Orange.
All right. All right, so Mr. Kamara here happens to be my uncle because I'm Abraham Kamara. Welcome. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good seeing my longtime uncle. Anyway, this year Orange Foundation is partnering with the EPA for World Environment Day. First thing first, I want we are discussing, right? So it's not a question I'm throwing to one person, but anybody can just raise up and answer at any point in time. First thing, I would like for you to tell us more about this partnership and its significance.
So it's like, as we said, we are responsible for awareness.
Mhm.
So basically, every year, the Environmental Protection Agency work with line ministry and agency, work with partners in the environment. Basically, the environment we work with NGO, both national and international NGO. So we are talking about the World Environment Day. So the world goal with global theme, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So we write to federal organization
Mhm.
asking for partnership.
Okay.
So that's how this partnership came about.
And Orange
Yes,
Grace
yes, to promote
gracefully accepted the partnership.
gracefully accepted the partnership and organized all of our talk shows this year.
And
And we know
you
this
guys,
is not the end for
mhm.
Orange. We know it's just the beginning. We know that they will continually promote us.
You guys are enjoying this partnership.
Well, let me just uh, personally,
Mm.
we want to be grateful to Orange
Okay.
because we are in awareness.
Okay.
When it comes to public awareness, we need this kind of partnership because if it were not maybe for Orange, we would not have been sitting in the studio, right? We are giving information on the blessings of Orange. this information, I think Freedom FM is going, I don't know, 15 counties.
We are covering about 9 or 10 countries in our country.
So this partnership now is helping us now to reach 9 or 10 counties as it relates to WED celebration.
Okay.
And sometimes we send our messages through
Orange.
Reach.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's how far the partnership is gaining momentum.
So many thanks to Orange Liberia. No wonder why every year Orange Liberia keep winning the Oakland Speed Test Award and best GSM company in our country. Shout out to Orange Liberia, all of you guys, the management and staff, even the sweeper. Shout out to all of you. Okay, but this year, what's the official thing for the World Environment Day 2026, and why is it important for Liberia? Yeah, Mr. Mazza can come in. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. World Environment Day, I mean, as colleague have said, this is a day set aside globally to talk about environmental issues. And every year it is celebrated. This year, the global celebration will be in Baku. But the theme, and every year it comes with different themes.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, this year the theme is inspired by nature, for climate, and for our future.
Is that the national team or is the global team?
That is the global team. But if you look at what the entire team is about, it also, integrate all of us.
Yeah.
The focus for this year is on, I like what I saw on the page, on one page this morning. It says, the planet does not argue. The planet, the world that we live in, it does not argue. The planet does not negotiate. The only thing it does is it sends signals. It sends signals to tell you that I'm not happy. Something is happening. It sends signals. So this year, the theme is going to focus on the signals that the planet is sending and the signal that we are also giving back. You may be asking what are some of the signals that the planet sent. Some of the signals include sea level rise, which we are facing right now as a country. Our country has 9 coastal cities. And these cities are all on a serious threat. That's a signal that the planet is sending. Most of the cities are on a threat. Coastal erosion, most of our infrastructure.
We get to that. We get to that, and I also want to know the importance of the official theme. What importance they have on Liberia?
So let me just come to a we talked about the global team. So the local team is climate action.
Okay.
So importantly, that's why he tried to explain initially, talking about the sea grass, all of this. So basically, it's all about awareness because, as I said, nature does not forgive. So we humans have caused a lot of negative impact on the environment. So nature is rather paying us. But how can we, as individuals, not EPA, but as individuals in the world, try to help to reduce some of those harmful practices that we are imparting to the environment? So that's why it's so important. We are not stationed in Monrovia. We are moving all in all 15 counties, educating our people on protecting the environment. So that's how important this event it is. Because this event is not about like it's a global event. So the whole world is celebrating June 5th. So Liberia is signatory to the Stockholm Convention that brought forth this event. So that's how important it is for us to throw out our awareness that we need to protect our environment.
He talked about signal. The earth gives signals. And it draw me closer to my next question. I want to know how serious is the issue of environmental degradation in Liberia today, and what are the major challenges the EPA is addressing?
Okay. How are we
As
addressing
serious.
those
Yeah,
challenges?
yeah.
The EPA is faced with some issues when it comes to how we should face these challenges. One, mobility. Sometimes how we get our people across. And enforcement issue is also lacking in some direction because today, take for example what Mr. Master said concerning the singers. I will draw you to Sister City. Sister City is being sandwiched by the sea on one side and the Sister River on one side.
Mm.
What are some of the actions we will take now to remedy Sister from becoming swallowed by the two threats? EPA is doing everything possible. And now, what are we as a citizen doing to complement what EPA is doing? Because we will take the actions are on the book, but are we following or are we adhering to those actions that are being needed so that we can remedy? Take, for example, City Hall. There never used to be floor at City Hall, but today,
Mm.
let's just reinforce
Wow.
the front of City Hall is a different case altogether.
Your office is not far from City Hall.
No, we moved to Madam Point.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't
We are
know that.
presently at Madam Point. City Hall is just a case study for the singers that we are talking about. How are we handling that? Our villages are clocked.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Can
let's
Mr.
we
Master
just, yeah, just, because this is very, very serious.
okay.
Here we are now talking about the impact. This year, the team actually focuses on climate change. Climate change affects several important sectors of our economy, especially as a country that our farming sector is climate sensitive. It means our entire farming activity is based on climate. And one of the impact on the agriculture sector, one of the impact of climate change, which is very, very serious for us on agriculture, is the irregular rainfall pattern that we are facing. And this is affecting our full production pattern. Our farmers are still just stuck to the two uh, farming cycle, dry season, rainy season. But you will agree with me that this is not holding again. The climate has changed. The time they are expecting the rain, the sun is shining. The time they are expecting the sun, it is
Rainy.
raining. So this is affecting our full production line. And this is very, very serious for us. The other sector, the other impact of climate change that is very serious is the coastal erosion.
Yeah.
As I was just saying, we have 9 coastal counties, and many of them
Mm.
are affected. And thankfully, EPA is mobilizing a lot of resources
Mhm.
to help fight this. If you just go up to Buchanan, for instance, that city would have been gone completely
Mm.
4 or 5, 6 years ago. The climate, the coastal erosion was clearing out the area, but through the government and its development partner, there was also raised money to intervene. New Town right here,
Yeah.
talking about the impact of climate change.
Yeah.
New Town was almost gone. Water was entering the T12 High School.
Yeah.
Again, government and its development partner had to come in. Currently, as we speak, West Point right here is
Yeah.
on a serious threat. But thank God again, EPA, the government and its development partner are intervening on a with support for the green climate
So
movement.
let's forget about EPA a little bit. Let's
Mm,
talk about we ourselves,
yeah,
private citizens. Uh, we are not in government, and these things are harmful to us. And all these things that you're talking about. So we want to know our role. What role can we play? Ordinary citizens, what role can we play in protecting environment and promoting sustainable practices in our communities?
thank you very much. In terms of what we can do,
Mhm.
in the agriculture sector, we need to do as much as possible to leave the forest, to reduce the cutting down of trees. Because those are some of the things that are contributing. You may want to know what are the contributing factors to climate change. One of it is the emission of greenhouse gas, and one of the principal ones of those greenhouse gas is the carbon dioxide, and that is coming from our burning of our forests. So, as individuals, as government, we need to do as much as we can to leave the forest and do lowland farming. That's one.
Mhm.
Even in our homes, we have to reduce the fossil fuel. Use of fossil fuel. Those are the things. Those are the things that are causing, these changes in the climate. That's just the agriculture sector. But on the coastal side, while there are anthropogenic causes of these things that happen on the planet, but we are ourselves contributing by the unsustainable way we are mining sand. So individually, we need to do something about where we mine our sand, what to do, all of this. So there are a lot of things that we can do to also help to address this climate change issue.
So, sir,
Everyone is has a role to play.
so we have a lot of things to discuss, most especially about this topic, but we don't have much time. But quickly, I want us to talk about the issue of plastic pollution. It remains a global concern. How is Liberia responding to this challenge, and what can individuals do to help? Yeah, let's hear you.
So
Mhm.
last year we had our team with end plastic pollution. That was our last team.
Okay.
So what we are doing presently, we are engaging with communities and even teaching the children in school because in the environment sector, when you come to waste, because plastic has everything to do with waste, we talk about arrows, where we come in with recycle, reuse, and recovery, and all of those things. So and reduce. So we are encouraging people. We have some local NGOs that are involved with recycling of the plastic,
Okay.
and they will interest you to know that plastic that we are just just getting rid of on the street just by anyhow. These companies or the Liberian NGOs, they are producing gas, all of it. Some are even producing zinc, though not at a large scale. But I know in time to come, as things progressing and improve, they will be empowered to get these things. And there are a lot of issues because now we are looking at laws and to see how best we can reduce or maybe stop the importation of plastic in Liberia. That's why we are talking about reusing, reproduce, and all of those things. So there are a lot more doing a lot of awareness because we know we have taken notice that the plastic is causing more harm than ever before. Even in the farming setting, the agricultural setting, it has a lot of negative impact on the environment. When you come to the drainage line, a lot of negative impact. These things does not decay. Instead, the next 50 or 100 years in is going to harm all of us. So we are engaging, even we've decided this time around not to even just talk with grade school, We started engaging our babies from the nursery level all the way, especially those from the K1, K2. We started talking to them on why we should try to keep our environment clean, safe, and healthy, especially in line with the plastic. How can we try to recycle? So we are encouraging all of our NGOs that are involved with recycling to see how best. But however,
Hmm.
it is challenging because it left with you and I to see how best we can carry the news out there or the messages out there and work within our community. It's not all about government, it's not all about the NGOs, it's about you and myself. How do we work in our environment to see how we can get rid of plastic?
June 5, June 5 is right around the corner. June 5 gonna be on Friday,
Yeah.
and June 5 is World Environment Day. And it's all good that Orange is in partnership with the EPA to celebrate this day and other great things coming up. I actually want to know what activities has the EPA planned to commemorate World Environment Day across this country this year.
Okay, the activity begins from the studio
Okay,
Yeah.
so
just by
I'm the first person.
you're not the
So,
first.
you are
Oh,
the
really?
first.
Yeah,
I'm one
we
of the
have
first
Yeah,
people.
good.
you one of the
We
Yeah.
had another discussion on OK the other day.
Okay.
So it starts with the awareness through the radio stations.
Oh,
You are the second.
okay. No,
And
Allah.
today, if you have had the inter-university debates,
Oh,
but most of the university let us down at the 11th hour.
what was the
So
topic?
it's on
climate action.
climate action.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So tomorrow that debate will be held at the Environmental Protection Agency in the Green Conference Hall.
I wish to be there tomorrow.
So,
Okay.
and
So we are inviting you.
Amen. I'll be there.
Wednesday, all road leads to Sanicoli by the first set of staff.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
the staff will be leaving for Sanicoli.
So
In
why the
advance.
On
debate?
Wednesday,
The debate will be
no, after the
on.
debate.
After
Oh,
the
after the
debate.
debate. Okay.
Yes. Wednesday, there will be question competition
Mm-hmm.
among 4 schools in Sanicoli. Two private, two public.
All of the question will be talking about climate
Climate
change.
action.
Climate
Climate
action.
action.
Okay.
150 questions.
Oh, wow.
100 be on Africa. So
Mm.
the action will be on Liberia.
Okay.
So the 4 schools are St. Cadley High School, Sanipuri Central High,
Okay.
New Sanipuri High School, and Levi H. Martin Baptist School.
The Simera you're talking about is the Simera from Monrovia or
No,
the Simera
Mary
from. Oh, okay.
Sanipuri. And then on Thursday, there will be cleanup campaign in 2 communities
In Nimba.
in Nimba.
Mm.
And then Friday will be the indoor program
Okay.
where speeches will be read. We'll start with a parade, will be guarded by the police, and then we'll end up in the Sanipuri administrative building where the
Okay.
indoor program will be held. Speakers speaking, ministry will be represented.
Jolly will be there.
At 10:30.
Define actually,
At the
and our partners, especially
Yeah.
the NGO,
Mm-hmm.
represented here by Mr. Massa,
Mm-hmm.
they will also be there.
Okay.
And that will be the climax of the World Environment Day celebration on Friday.
Are you inviting any Liberian artists to grace your occasion?
We got a culture trip. Not
Okay.
actually Liberian artist, but I know the artist culture is also
Yeah,
part
culture
of
is part of entertainment, though.
yes. So the culture trip will be there.
Okay. So we keep talking about climate change. Climate change, it continues to affect communities worldwide. How is Liberia experiencing these impacts, and what measures are being taken to build resilience?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kamara, I beg to just take you back a little bit on the plastic issue. Currently, I'm implementing a UNDP funded plastic waste management project.
Wow.
Yeah, currently, So the plastic issue in Liberia is really, really serious. It's getting really, really, really serious. And unless we do something about it,
Mm.
the consequences will be great. Because these plastics are affecting our food chains in the wetlands. You know, from the land, we are putting the plastic mostly on the land, but most all of the plastic means it get into the plastic. And in fact, others have just chosen to take all of their waste into the wetland, into the wetland. So how have other countries been able to deal with this climate issue? Uh, from my experience, I've worked out of this country, including Asia and Africa, South Africa, out of Liberia. People are solving their plastic problem through legislation, and the government will have to take real action on plastic legislation. We have to legislate, but I understand the, the, the issue is very, very complicated because this whole issue of plastic now has economic aspect.
Mm.
See, a lot of people in water production where we are getting most of the plastic. So if we legislate today to ban all of those, it has some economic implication.
Mm.
That's why we are beginning with this 3 hours here. 3 hours. Those are all just intermediate steps. But the real action will have to come from government through legislation. So talking about the project that we are doing now, I didn't want to go too specific on CNC. As I said, I'm here representing the NGO. But just to talk about this project, the piloting we are doing, we are targeting 8 communities as EPA is doing. We are doing awareness, setting up 2 plastic buying stations that we have already set up. We have started buying, and we are working with recyclers. Recyclers. For now, we have engaged Evergreen, Dura Plus, and others. Those are just means, to reduce, but the actual solution will come from legislation. Legislation. We are also training. Yesterday, maybe this gone Friday, we have begun training 40 innovators, young men and women who are gathering at the University of Liberia Uniport, and we are teaching them innovation. People are making good use of plastic. That's why our project is titled From Trash to Treasure. So the government is taking steps, but it has to go beyond just this. We have to go to legislate. It may take a long time, but we have to legislate and ban plastic in this place. Other than that, it's affecting our soil. That's agricultural issue, affecting our wetland. All our aquatic species will be dying. In fact, scientists have said about 2050, if serious action are not taken for this plastic, uh, the plastic will outnumber the fishes that are in the ocean.
Wow.
What does that mean? We'll be eating plastic. We'll think that we are buying fish to eat, but actually, the plastic will be eating. That will have a lot of health issues. So we must do our best. We must encourage our government to take steps, and that steps have to be legislation. That's the only way plastic will be regulated.
And in addition, we're talking about legislation. Today, the noise pollution regulation is in force.
Okay.
Seizing people who play loud music, all that. Once you
So it
pass
has
the
serious.
very serious. Once you pass the permissible level, then your instrument are seized, and then you're going to go in and have a discussion with the municipal authority.
Mhm.
And so, if that happens in the plastic sector, well, the question is, if we don't use plastic, what's the alternative? Because it got commercial value, right? So, if you stop us from using plastic, what are the alternatives you are providing? If
Yeah,
we
then.
transition from plastic, then bring something. So that where the issue is, how can we get the alternative? That's one. And as you said, a few years from now, plastic will all number the fishes in the sea. So how can we, if we don't have strong laws to ban plastic? I know because Mr. Massa too is his organization or institution is involved in plastic recycling, and there's some economic benefit coming back to some of these institutions. So they too will be asking us the question: you don't want us to use plastic? What are the alternatives? Like the mangrove, which is also responsible to clean the air, right? We are cutting the mangrove. You go tell somebody, don't cut the mangrove, they'll ask you, if I don't cut the mangrove, what are you providing as an alternative for me? Because all along, since I was born, my parents, I saw them cutting mangrove. I saw them using mangrove to dry fish, to bake. So if you don't want me to cut mangrove, and mangrove plays an integral role in reducing the effect of climate change by trapping CO2.
Okay.
So these are the issues we are faced with.
Okay, we are actually out of time, and quickly, I would just like for you to just answer this question. I think we talk about almost everything that we supposed to talk about here today. Um, this last question I want to ask: June 5, this Friday, is World Environment Day. What final call to action would you like to give to all Liberians listening to us right about now?
So let me just come in. Our final call
Quickly.
would be, as we said, inspiring for nature.
Mhm.
So the environment is all that we have. It is our duty to save, protect it. If we don't protect the environment, our livelihood on earth become questionable. That means if you are to maybe spend 20 years on earth, you are going to reduce it maybe to 5 years or 10 years. So protect the environment and live a healthy life.
Okay, that's what's up. You listen to every one of them, and I think and I guess that you learned something today about your environment. June 5 will be World Environment Day, and quickly, I think he's from the NGO sector and you
Yeah.
from the government sector, right? Let's ask you this question. Where do you envision Liberia's environment in the next 10 years? If citizens, government institutions, and private sector partners work together effectively, where do you envision Liberia's environment in the next 10 years?
If we continue partnering like this,
Mhm.
partnering with NGOs,
NGOs.
partnering with Orange, that we are doing now,
Mhm.
yes, and then enforcing laws
Mhm.
about the environment, laws that's supposed to take the environment from this point to this point in the next 5 years.
I
Yes,
asked
and
about
those
10 years and you
we're
talking about
talking about,
5 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm bringing it
So
closer.
he
bring it
wants to
closer.
get
Yeah,
closer.
Yeah.
We
so
want people
we
to
can even start enforcing our laws
Mhm.
in the next 1 or 2 years
Okay.
from now. Because if that doesn't happen,
Mhm.
Liberia, I can see the threat or the warning we are getting from nature. It might affect us as we don't
it's already
expect,
affecting us.
because we can see all around us:
Mhm.
plastic, burning, wetlands, encroaching on wetland. Those are all issues we need to tackle in the next 10 years. If we want Liberia to be firm on it, we need to legislate the laws
Thank
Legislate the
you.
laws.
and then go by the law and be serious about what we legislate.
Legislate.
I think your agency need to find time on the radio to be teaching our people. These are things that they need to be hearing at all time. But right about now, we don't have time. We got to go. Uh, June 5 will be the celebration, and tomorrow I'm hoping to be
At
at
the
the
EEA,
debate. That's the debate, right?
yeah,
I'm
between
hoping to
University of
be
Liberia and Cyprus
Cyprus.
University.
I'm hoping to be there tomorrow. And thanks to all of you guys that have been following us. Let's read a few comments, and then we take our parting comments from uh, the three of you in studios together now. Vinicius Junior Bar says, I'm following from the borough of Newtown, one of the affected communities. And Pei Azaya Kamara, I'm watching from the EPA head office. Shout out to you, my brother. Gavlen Prosper is following. Hmm?
Was it EPA also?
Oh, okay. Yeah, all of y'all boys doing. Abraham Kapula, I'm following you guys from Grand Cape Mount County, King Jaw. Shout out to you guys, my county of origin. And I'm also here with J News Springba. I'm watching and listening. Okay, shout out to you. Aloysius Lake, good afternoon, the Orange Hour. Shout out to you. Good afternoon, my brother. And we also have he says, I'm following live from Conga Town. Can you guys please show me the code to buy minutes and data? You guys just send me 10 Liberian dollars to buy credit, but I don't know how to do it. Anyway, if you want to buy your data, just dial star 144 hash. If you get money on your Orange Money account, all right. So just dial star 144 hash, and then you buy your mini or your data right there. That's the code. But if you get your Orange Maxit app, open the Maxit app, go to promo bundles and all of that area where you'll find it there. Then let's get our parting comments so we can take leave of you. Time is fast spent. We got commercials commitment to make.
Okay, from my end, I want us to transition a little bit from awareness to immediate action or solutions.
When you speak on behalf of the government
Yeah,
because you're representing the government.
yeah.
Like,
So if I'm talking about legislation, that's what I'm talking about. If we just leave awareness a little bit
mhm,
and then go to immediate action or solution,
mhm.
then it means we want law to be enforced
Okay.
by regulatory bodies like EPA.
Like the regulation of the
Mhm.
megaphones, you think the security apparatus are enforcing those laws?
Yeah, yes.
Well,
We can see it happening some because people are now you pass around the music are getting lower
we still see
because
people with megaphone or
yes,
many
but
hellos that
it means they are passing around with a megaphone with the intention or reducing the noise to a permissible level.
Okay.
It's not like before where somebody will be passing and the noise is, alarming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let's hear you, Mr. Massa.
Thank you. Fellow Liberians, I'd just like to remind us of this year's focus. Truly, we can continue, if we choose to continue the way we're treating our environment, the planet will not argue with us. It will not argue with us, and there are no room for negotiation with it.
That's it.
All we have to do is stop the things that we are doing, the degradation of our forests, the unregulated plastic issues, everything that we need to do to improve our environment is what we need to do. If we refuse, the planet will not argue with us. It will not. We don't have the enemies of negotiating with it, but we will feed it. Already, people are feeding the blunt of the impact of climate change. So my call to all of us is to change our mind, to change our attitude towards the environment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Finally,
Changing mind, changing attitude
Yes.
thank you.
towards the environment. Please be a part. June 5th, Sanikode, Lima County. You are all invited.
All right, folks, that's all the time we'll have to be here on the Orange Hour today. We had a conversation with environmental experts, yeah, people who understand environment, people who make laws so that we can live peacefully in our various environments. Thank you so much, and I'm hoping that some of these days we can still have you guys here and just talk about our environment. A similar topic like this, we shouldn't be waiting for the World Environment Day before we have these conversations.
Oh, we're having partnership with ECOWAS
With
Radio.
ECOWAS
Okay.
Radio.
Yeah, so maybe Okay.
Y'all can stretch hands on this side. We are
For
open.
ECOWAS radio, I think they're going somewhere.
Yeah, we are
That's
open to every sector. Okay.
it's not just the regular politic all the time.
Yeah,
Let's
we are
talk about the
open.
environment.
Yeah, we are open to that. Our business office. Anytime you're ready, just hit me up. I'll bring you straight to our business office.
I thought you gave her
But
a free spot for
you
No,
the
no,
just
no,
starter.
no.
is
We
it
Just give
is
her
it
listen.
one
possible that you do a
paper and then
proposal?
we start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you
do
can do the
that.
proposal
Starter.
to EP and maybe we
Yeah.
will sign the agreement with you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We can do the proposal and then
Fine.
we see how best. Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you so much.
As long as I can breathe, I can work my million one.